I had the amazing idea to jump into this big gouache painting project a month ago, and since then, I've only worked on it a handful of times. After I completed the first background layer, I put a poll up on my Instagram story to decide how I wanted to paint this cat. Initially, I wanted to paint a black cat because I thought it would be the easiest, but the highest vote was for a calico cat. And the more I look at this painting, I see, yeah, it makes sense to have a calico cat there. The people have spoken, it's what the people want, and I wasn't really set on a black cat anyway, so it was good to have input that confirmed something I was second guessing already. Shortly after I got the poll results, I started putting off my painting project a bit, and I fell into a mini art block. I say mini because it wasn't just me keeping myself from painting, but it was also my schedule. It was the end of my school semester and I was doing tests, and I started working on a commission, and then even more crazy good things just started popping up, and I started freaking out and panicking a little bit because I have been out here manifesting and the manifestations are happening, but while all of these were happening, this big painting was still sitting there just looking at me. And then I had another one of my realizations, because yeah, I love that. I just love realizing, you know? Anyways, I realized that I tend to stop working on my own paintings when I lose confidence in my ability to execute my own ideas. In short, I doubt myself sometimes, and that's okay. But I clocked myself this time around, and there is no way I'm not going to follow through on my own ideas, because I'm the one that came up with it. It's not like someone else is breathing down my neck expecting me to paint this big piece in a specific way. And I think that's the issue. We get so used to people telling us what to do with ourselves as kids that when it comes down to our ability to carry out our own ideas as adults, we get stuck. I don't know, I'm speaking for myself. I feel like that's what I have experienced, but if this applies to you, you would know how this feels. But you know what? I'm not gonna let it happen this time, okay? I have realized it, I've seen it, and now I'm going to change this pattern. We are going to do research, and we are going to become more confident in our knowledge so that we can be comfortable painting new things. And that is what we will do today. Whether or not we finish a painting, I just want to learn something new so that I can become more confident. I'm out on my walk again today, and the frogs are going crazy. This is my walking outfit. Growing up, I was always known as a creative person, or the person that paints. Oh, that's Marianne. She's artistic. She's creative. I think this is a generally positive thing to be known as, the artist, but knowing this sometimes creates pressure that I set on myself. Because when I'm not painting, then what am I? It's like I'm letting down other people's perception of me if I'm not painting or creating something beautiful, because if I'm not, then I must be letting other people down. Now, this type of black and white thinking isn't always the case, and it's not immature to be thinking in this way either. These are just thoughts that people have, and usually the thoughts that we have are what get us into these situations of art block or self-doubt in the first place. Our thoughts definitely do not define our state of being as an artist or as a creative. Even when you're resting, you are still an artist. Even when you create something that you think is ugly, you are still an artist. The self-doubt of our own ability comes from wanting to please other people. I absolutely hate that I am aware of this in my own practice, but it's also a good thing that I do know and I can recognize it, or I can point out, like, why am I saying such mean things to myself right now? Something's not right here. Because if I continue to move forward based on other people's standards of me, or based on how other people think of me, and I have no standards or goals for myself, then I'll never be happy with what I do, because I will always seek external validation instead of following my own passion and happiness. This isn't to say that I don't have my own standards or my own goals. I definitely do. But when I find myself in art block, that tells me that something's wrong here. I must be feeling overwhelmed in some way. Or there's like there's something picking away in my brain that's keeping me from moving forward. And that tells me that I need to sit and take a break and figure this out. I just love being here and watching the ducks swim around, do their thing. No responsibilities, no nothing. What a life. Just flip upside down in the water and look for food. How nice. We have to become aware of what we say to ourselves, because that will help us determine if that's truly what we think of ourselves, or if we're just echoing what other people have said to us. If you think things like, I suck at art, I can't paint this, I can never paint like that, blah blah blah. If you truly thought that about yourself, then how did you come up with that amazing idea for a painting if you don't already possess the skills for it or possess the potential to create it? Every time I have an idea pop up in my head and part of me kind of looks at it and thinks like, ooh, that's too crazy, I don't know if I'll be able to do that, I just take a moment and I think to myself, do I really think that though? I mean, the idea did come to me and I'm pretty killer. So I don't know, it's something to think about. Like, of course the idea would come to you because you have a magnificent brain already. So it takes a magnificent brain to come up with magnificent ideas. Sit on that. That is a dog that I want. I want to put that dog in my pocket and take him home. I want a pet so bad. I want a cat. If I had a cat, I would put that thing on a harness and take it out with me. If I had a fluffy little dog, I would do the same thing. I'll take all my animals out for a walk. If only I had animals that I can take out for a walk with me. Searching for stray animals, cat distribution system. I am ready and available. Anyone, please. Beautiful day, and the heron just landed. Oh, off it goes. Very nice day out today. Anyways, I started going on frequent walks to clear my mind when I start thinking like this, and start doubting myself so that I can gain a different perspective. When I sit here, it's just so peaceful, you know? The ducks don't demand anything of me, and neither do the trees, or the leaves, or the sun, or anyone that crosses my path. They don't care. I'm allowed to just sit here and observe the beauty that is. Nature isn't beautiful because it thinks I'm expecting it to be. Nature is beautiful because it just is. And that's something I want to achieve for myself. To be okay with just being and doing and not pick myself apart for it for fear that I'll mess things up. You are allowed to just be. You can be what other people say you are, or you can be what you know you are deep down. Whatever it is, own it. You can control how you see yourself and how you see your own art. And I choose to accept that, yeah, I come up with great ideas and I'm not going to doubt my ability to execute it because I know I can. I know I can do it. Yeah! Yeah! Where are they? To boost morale and help with my confidence in creating this painting, I decided to visit a cat cafe. I never really grew up around cats, but I've been finding myself surrounded by more of them in my neighborhood, and I love them. I love them. I don't care. I love them. I can see a cat from like yards away, and I can like roll on the ground right in front of it. I can meow at it. I can be all like pss, 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 meow meow, and it can ignore me. I don't care. I'll still love it. I don't know what it is. I just love them. The cat distribution system has yet to bless me, but maybe one day I will be worthy of one of these creatures. Bye-bye. We can find ourselves in art block due to many reasons, but exercising control over our own thoughts and beliefs can help us avoid becoming stuck. For many people, their art is very personal, and sharing something we've put lots of effort into can be daunting. It's one thing to practice the skill and the techniques that allow us to create art, and it is another thing to be confident in our capabilities so that we can continue making art without fear. It's okay to take breaks to practice and create things that we may find ugly. It's all part of growing into a confident artist, and the confidence takes time to show up. Just keep creating for yourself, make it beautiful, make it ugly, you just have to make it, whatever it is. Thank you for being here. I hope that my words have helped you realize some things about your own creative potential, and I really hope that you do get to creating and stop doubting yourself. So yeah, thanks again for being here. I will see you soon. Bye!